How do different countries approach educational equity? Imagine a world where every child, no matter where they come from or what challenges they face, has a fair shot at learning and growing. That's what educational equity aims for. It's about making sure all students can access quality education, resources, and opportunities, no matter their background, income, or disabilities. Different countries take unique paths to reach this goal, shaped by their social, economic, and political settings. Let's explore how they do it. Some countries, like China, run their education systems from a central point. They create nationwide policies to reduce gaps, especially between cities and rural areas. For example, China invests heavily in building schools, improving infrastructure, and using online education to reach remote regions. This approach helps ensure that students in small villages get the same chances as those in big cities. Other countries, like the United States, have a more local approach. They allow states and districts to develop their own policies. The United States guarantees students with disabilities the right to a free and appropriate public education through laws like the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. This law requires schools to create personalized education plans for each student with a disability and provide necessary supports. Many countries also focus on laws and policies to protect vulnerable students. For example, in the United Kingdom and Germany, efforts are made to include students from immigrant families or low-income backgrounds. They offer language support programs, anti-discrimination policies, and cultural inclusion initiatives. These help students feel welcome and give them equal chances to succeed. Addressing socioeconomic and cultural differences is another key part of educational equity. Countries like Canada and Australia develop programs that support students facing outside-of-school challenges. They provide free meals, health services, and after-school programs to help students stay engaged and ready to learn. How resources are distributed also matters. Countries with smaller class sizes and more funding per student often see better educational outcomes for all students. For example, some nations have policies to limit class sizes to under 20 students, ensuring teachers can give more individual attention. In special education, policies focus on making sure students with disabilities can participate fully. This includes providing accessible buildings, trained teachers, and inclusive classrooms. Many countries promote integrating students with disabilities into mainstream classes whenever possible, with support staff and accommodations to help them succeed. Monitoring progress is vital. Countries track how well their policies work by looking at enrollment rates, graduation rates, and achievement gaps. They adjust their strategies based on what the data shows, always aiming to improve access and outcomes for every student. In summary, different countries approach educational equity through a mix of laws, resource sharing, inclusive policies, and targeted programs. For students with disabilities, making sure they have equal access and support is a key part of this effort. Each nation's unique context shapes how they work toward giving all children a fair chance to learn and grow.